right, we have a couple of questions from some of our students for the governor. So let's see. Darius, where are you? Good.
Hi, over here.
And so Darius, tell us what you're studying.
I'm studying international relations. I'm a sophomore, Governor. So my question is, I'm from Singapore, and I've been watching geopolitics, current affairs really closely. My question is, how do you see the US's role in the Indo-Pacific when countries may be suspicious of China but do not want to choose between the US and China?
Well, I think we have an important role in the Indo-Pacific. I think the Indo-Pacific is the premier theater right now for U.S. international relations, precisely because China is the closest thing we've had to a true peer competitor. I mean, if you look at the Cold War, the Soviet Union was a peer competitor in terms of nuclear arsenal, but if you compared their economy to ours, it was in like a different galaxy. You know, China's economy is much more in line with ours. I mean, they haven't surpassed us yet, and I think they got a lot of economic problems. Don't get me wrong, but they are a peer competitor, and I think we have an opportunity to project strong power in the Indo-Pacific. That will deter China from doing things that would be adverse to U.S. interest. I do think countries naturally, if they see a strong hand and they see someone they can depend on, they're going to be more natural to want to be aligned with us. But I also think economically, you can strategically disassociate from some of the supply chains from China, but then you have opportunities to build stronger economic ties with some of the other countries in the region, and then also just setting the stage politically. China is going to have a lot of problems. They got big demographic problems because of really bad policies that they imposed on the population. They've got a lot of debt problems. You know, they have basically state-directed capitalism, and so they're going to end up having problems. You know, they're going back and forth with the Trump administration, and I think we have the upper hand, America, in terms of the economy vis-a-vis them, but I think the one thing they have is, you know, Xi basically has a higher threshold for pain because the only thing he cares about is keeping himself and the CCP in power. If people suffer, that really isn't a big deal. He only cares about it as much as it may weaken, insofar as it would weaken his grip on power. So that's going to continue to be an issue in terms of the economic, but I definitely think in terms of our military, you know, that is the #1 theater for us.